Yep, the online world is super active, guys. COVID-19 has accelerated the digitalization of our lives and our businesses. And how can males build an integrated digital presence which is relevant, having great portraits of their social media platforms, or on their social media platforms rather. Now, Ramesh Newell from Ramesh Newell Studios is here to give us some pointers, in particular my good friend Extol here, who wants to become an Instagram model in the next life.
Boy, I need the help, because Ramesh, them say I'm not doing a good job on Instagram and social media. So you have to come tell me some things that I need to do and what I don't need to do.
The good side, Ramesh, what should he be looking for when getting ready to post a picture on the gram or anywhere in particular online?
Well, one of the first things that he should be focusing on is the lighting. Good lighting is key to any successful picture that you're going to take and post online, even if it's just a selfie. So one of the first things you want to do is ensure that you are always facing the light. So if it's a window, you're standing in front of the window, or wherever the light source is to your face, so that you get a nice, well-lit image. That's one of the first things you want to think about when you're taking a selfie for the gram or for any social media.
But Ramesh, I don't want to catfish anybody. I don't want to take a picture with a certain angle and I look a particular way. And when a girl meets me now, she say, "But I don't saw you look." And she pull up my Instagram and put it next to my face. I don't saw you look. How do I?
No. If you have in proper lighting in your image, you will still be the same person. When she sees you, you will still be the same person. I promise you.
Ramesh,
we're not talking about any fancy editing or anything like that. A nice little angle. If you do a nice little up angle and she's seeing, the nicer side of your face, and your face well lit, she won't be disappointed when she sees you. I promise you.
Side of your face.
I hear you on that, But what about someone like me? I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Facebook, but I don't post on Instagram more than probably once every 6 months. I have a story now and then, but I don't do anything outside of that. Why is it important for me to do it consistently?
Well, one of the things you want to always have is web presence, a good, strong web presence, because going forward, the direction that a lot of companies are taking now is that they're hiring people who have a holistic view. So they want to hire people who are, keen on environmental issues. They want to hire people who are dealing with different issues that the world might be facing now, and they want to know that you're going to represent them well in the future. As well as when you meet that special lady down the road, you want to know that you can scroll through your Instagram and get an idea of who you are as a person and be interested to know more.
All right, so before we go any further, my producer is saying that you don't have your lights on because we can't see your face. So, I don't know if...
We don't want you to catfish anybody.
Yeah, I don't know if really you we are seeing or...
Exactly.
And then somebody else pop up.
How are we going to know it's you?
Let me switch that. Let me switch that right now. Bring the lights up.
Yeah, so bring your lights up. So while you're bringing your lights up and you talk about your web presence, what if I'm not interested in having a web presence? I'm a very reserved person.
But this is 2020, Extol. Everybody they're online now, even your grandparents online, even cats are online.
Yeah, my grandmother has WhatsApp now.
Yeah, you understand?
I'm
sure she update her story all the time.
She always sending broadcast messages. Grandmama,
and you see, a part of that as well is being reserved is okay. Like, you don't have to share all of your personal business out there on social media. You can be selective about what you share. So you choose the different platforms and you decide what it is that you're going to do on this platform. Maybe you're only going to share your party pictures on the platform, or maybe you're only going to share your pictures with your love for dogs on the platform.
Okay, I have a question. Why have a white background behind you? Because I see a lot of people in meetings with white backgrounds.
Well, I have a white background so that you don't see inside of my house.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, because you're too fast.
So you have to kind of set the arena that you're going to be in, kind of thing, when you're doing this, right?
Correct.
All right, so we're speaking about men and how the dynamic of man is changing, how people look at us in terms of how our emotions are considered, how we carry ourselves. As a young man growing up, what has been your experience with handling your own emotions?
Growing up, what I have found handling my own emotions is a mixture. So a lot of what we learn in terms of how we handle our emotions is what we've seen around us, the different male and how the different males act in our society. And so I've seen good expression of emotions and I've seen bad expressions of emotions. And so coming up, what I have learned is that as a man, expressing yourself is a good thing. Having it build up inside of you and afraid to share issues that you might have is not good for you. It's really toxic to you. So what I find growing up that is very what I've learned over time is that it's important to express what you're feeling, express what you're thinking, you know, with a close, confident of friends. Important to your mental health, important to your growth and development.
But then how much is too much though when you're dealing with online and sharing? Because, sometimes we tend to allow our emotions to get the better of our captions. How much is too much in sharing our information and considering, brand and all of those things?
Well, it's important for you to know what it is that why you are online. You have some people that are online trying to develop an audience to monetize. And so they've decided that they're going to share a lot of their personal life to basically monetize their personal life. As well as you have other people who they just want to be on social media so that their friends can have a connection with them. So you have to determine what it is the purpose of why you're on social media and what it is that you want to get out of social media. So that you don't share more than it is that you need to share, or you don't share less than you would really want to share. But the most important thing is to have a goal, to have an intention as to why you're on the platform and what the purpose of the platform is for you.
All right, we speak about the platform. Talk to me a little bit now about Orange Studio. What is it that you do? What is it that's coming up? What is it that you're looking forward to despite what's happening in 2020?
Well, I'm an industrial photographer, so I take pictures of, Kingston Wharves, Kingston Freeport Terminal, bauxite plants. I do a lot of industrial photography, that kind, drone work, different stuff in that area. I also do a little bit of weddings as well. And since COVID hit this year, most of my work has actually been live streaming weddings, interestingly.
Okay, and that works. So is this your medium of expressing yourself? Because for me, my medium of expressing myself is usually sports. So if I'm dealing with something, I'd go out and I just go for a run. For you, if you're having a stressful day, what is it that you do to cope with that?
For me, I swim. Swimming is where I find a lot of my release and my freedom. Or I take a nice long drive if I do have access to a pool.
A nice long drive, that's all I guess. That's all I guess.
Gas price is going down, man. Gas price is going down.
Okay. So you don't. So what about when you're in a moment where you feel overwhelmed? Do you go out and shoot pictures? Does that influence how you shoot your pictures?
Repeat for me.
Like, does your mood, like if you're in a bad mood, does it influence how your pictures are taken?
Not usually, because usually a lot of the work that I do is commercial, so there's already a set purpose for the shoot. There's already a layout and a design, and so I already know what I'm going in to execute. I think my mood might affect my personal work, so when I'm doing personal shoots, my mood might affect that because that's my personal creativity and me expressing myself. But from the commercial work that I do standpoint, my mood won't affect my work on that level.
All right, awesome. All right, thank you so much, man. I'm really gonna try and up my Instagram game.
Yes, please. Take the advice.
More than 6 months, at least a month. At least a month.
I'll try for 3. I'll go 3 first and then.
That's halfway. We'll take it.
All right, step out of your comfort zone and let your images tell your digital story. That was Ramesh Newell of Ramesh Newell Studios. You ready for that?
Yeah.
You ready for that?